This is the 2022 vleague Challenge Cup, still here inside the Paco Arena. This time, the last game for our Sunday quadruple header. We have been here since early this morning for our first 3 games here inside the Paco Arena. The first one, nanalo ang UP men's team versus the Adamson University, while Ateneo Blue Eagles and the Adamson Lady Falcons booked their ticket to the Women's Division Finals. Now for game number 4 is a classification game between the San Sebastian College of Recoletos Tags and the CSB Blazers. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. My name is Sydney Crespo, still together with Ana Gopico and Sara Asido, our courtside reporter. We will be delivering you our game number 4 in this Sunday quadruple header. Puntahan muna natin ang San Sebastian College of Recoletos, who have, still looking for their first win this season. They were 0-5 in the eliminations round, and so this game is still very important for them. But how is that going to help the San Sebastian College of Recoletos? We will talk to Anna later on. But meanwhile, we also have the CSB Blazers, who also has 1 win this season versus the DLSU. Ngayon, for both teams who want to have more wins this season, Ana, gaano ba ka-importante ang laban na ito?
Well, I think even though it's a classification match, every team will have to treat it as if it's a championship game, kasi that will show you the caliber of athletes that you have, that hindi naman kailangan nasa finals ka to show the best that you can, di ba?
Ayan. And of course, for the CSB Blazers, as we mentioned, na nalo sila sa DLSU, but that's their only win for this season. Kaya naman, they still want to have a morale-boosting win this time for Coach Arnold Lanyog and Assistant Coach Jose Roque. However, their team captain, Ronnie Adviento, is injured, di ba, from a knee incident in their previous game. Anna, we're looking at the Stags here.
We have Alba for San Sebastian, which scored 6 points for us during their game against Adamson University. And Alba has also is also the 50th ranking in the best scorers of the league. Meanwhile, they also have their team captain, Mikel Ravin Mendoza, scoring 5 points for their game against Adamson last time.
So of course, both teams are looking to get more experience in our preseason league. Meanwhile, puntahan natin ulit ang CSB. We have been talking about them and Coach Arnold Lanyog that they won against DLSU, but they want more wins to end this preseason league. Anna, what do you think is the strength of CSB? I mean, they won 1 game, they can win a game. Ano ba ang strength nila and what can they improve in this season?
Well, I think CSB still has that fighting spirit along kasama din ng women's team kanina, no? They're still fighting even though they fell short on their efforts last game against UP Diliman. That was a 5-setter game. They were almost there, no, 5th set. They had the score of 15-11, and they were led by Aguilar Arnel Christian, which scored 21 points, while Ryan Dakulan scored 15 points. And these spikers are actually the top 18 and 22 of the best scorers in this league.
So these 2 teams are not taking this game lightly because they would want that morale-boosting win. When we come back, we will start our game number 4 for Sunday.
Paco Arena, let's meet our match officials. First referee is Mr. Erlindo Eusebio, national referee. And our second referee is Mr. Nino Santos, national referee. And now, let's call the starting lineup of your San Sebastian College Recoletos Golden Stags. Let's start with their team captain, number 7, middle blocker, Mikel Mendoza. Outside hitter, number 1, Macdo Martin. Setter, number 4, Long Aranyo. Outside hitter, number 5, Kyle Villamor. Opposite hitter, number 8, Mimi Yape. And their middle blocker is number 13, Choi Binondo. Their starting libero is number 2, MJ Bihag. Sitting in as head coach of the Golden Stags is Mr. Clint Malazo. Introducing the starting lineup of your College of St. Benilde Blazers. Number 1, setter, Jericho Paulo Fajardo. Number 7, Arnel Aguilar. Number 5, Ryan Dakulan. Number 15, Georgie Guani. Number 17, James Lagit. Number 18, Bap Haboli. And their starting libero is number 13, Brian Dumaran. Their head coach is Mr. Arnold Lanyog.
This is our men's classification game between the Stags and the Blazers as we take a look at the starting lineup of the San Sebastian College of Recoletos and the CSB Blazers. Both teams are looking to get a much-needed win to close out this preseason league of the vleague here. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. This is our last game for our Sunday quadruple header here inside the Paco Arena. Coach Arnold Lanyog, and this time for the Stags, it will be Assistant Coach Clint Malazo who will be taking over for Coach Roger para sa mga Stags. The San Sebastian College of Recoletos is still looking to get their first win for the V-League. Meanwhile, Blazers with just one win as well. Anna, you've been an athlete before. In games like this, what should be the mindset of these players?
Well, as I've said earlier, my coach from high school, si Coach Vito talaga, ingrained in our mindsets na you treat every game as if it's a championship game. Kasi dun dapat you're showing the best of your abilities. Wala namang game na pucho-pucho lang, di ba?
There you go. That should be the mindset of these two teams. But there is a net violation on the side of the Stags, and first point goes to the Blazers.
I'm actually wondering what's happening with Joshua Espenida since he's one of the best spikers for this league and he's not in the first 6. So let's
now
see.
The Stags will attack and finds the corner. A great attack for Kyle Villamor here of the San Sebastian Stags. One apiece here. If you just joined us, this is the V-League. You can watch us live on Facebook and via our website, vleague.ph. The Stags gives a free point to the Blazers after that service error. We're looking at Arnel Aguilar serving for Coach Arnold and the CSB Blazers. Just a while ago, they saw their women counterpart here fighting it out in 4 sets. Tignan natin kung babawi sila para kay Micah Go. CSB tries to attack. Arano gives it to Yape, and that is good for Yape, and scores for the Stags.
That was a check attack coming from San Sebastian, and Benilde was failed to see that. or para mabantayan yung palo na yon.
Binondo with that great serve. Ball is still alive. Stags will attack. And that's a great one from Kyle Villamor.
Yes, looks like start pa lang ng set na to, pero nagpapakitang gilas na sa atin si Kyle Villamor, giving us 2 attacks.
Great effort here by Kyle Villamor early on in this game. Let's see if he'll be able to do more of that. But this time it's Haboli showing up for the Blazers. Let's take a look at it one more time.
We can see that he's not the tallest among his peers, pero palaban pa din yung palo ni Haboli.
Now Benilde, now serving. Arano to the middle. Ball is still alive. Free ball for the Stags. Arano goes to Mendoza, but
looks like another unforced error coming from CSB.
That's another error mula sa CSB. So another point here for the Stags. They're up 4-3 here sa ating set number 1.
Let's see if Benilde can clean up their game. And that was a clean spike coming from the middle from our number 15 of Benilde, Guani.
Great setup here by Jericho Fajardo for that combination play. We're at 4 apiece here. Both teams enjoying their game so far. Georgie Guani for that serve. Arano back set. Let's return to them. Stags attacked. Doug Fajardo to their teammate Haboli one more time and scores once again.
Haboli has been showing us good performance in the first set, giving us 4 for San Sebastian and 5 for CSB.
Now that serve is too strong for Georgie Guani, and that's a free point for Baste. We're at 5 apiece here, both teams looking to be enjoying the game so far. This is our last game for this week, and that serve sails out this time for the Stags. Palitan ng service error dito.
Let's see if both teams can clean up.
George Guani with that serve. Arano goes to his teammate Martin. He will try once again. He adjusted, but Aguilar was there. Aguilar will attack this time. And that is good for Arnel Aguilar.
That was a check out coming from Arnel, using the blockers to his advantage.
Now they're up 7-5 here, while we see Leonard Haboli serving for his team. Arano will go to the middle with Mendoza, but that is outside. And CSB takes us to the first technical timeout of this game. The score is 8-5. We will be right back.
The action continues here in Paco Arena. My name is Sarah Esido, reporting from courtside. Both these teams are eyeing to end their campaign with a win, but rest assured that they're not putting too much pressure on themselves. Bilin nga ni assistant coach Jose Roque, basta maglaro lang ang Blazers. He doesn't want his boys na maging controlled ang galaw sa loob ng court. He wants them to relax and just enjoy the game. Para naman sa San Sebastian, they just need to continue improving every game. At dahil nga mga bata pa, gutom pa sila na matuto at soon panalo na ang darating sa kanila. Sydney and Anna.
Thank you so much, Sarah Asido, our courtside reporter, for her first report in this game as CSB gets a service ace here from Leonard Haboli. They're up now by 4 here, 9-5. Ang ganda ng report ni Sarah no. She mentioned about not giving too much pressure on both teams. Arano goes to Martin. That was Doug. Ngayon, ibibigyan nila ng free ball ang Stags. Arano back to Martin once again. Blockers are still there. Fajardo will set up a teammate and Lagit puts it away for CSB. Let's take a look at it one more time.
That was a great connection coming from Fajardo and Lagit.
Lagit enjoyed that one. They're up here by 5 points. A steady lead, a comfortable one to start this game. Free ball once again for the Stags. Arano chooses Martin one more time and still good for the Stags and scores once again.
Usually yung place na to, yung placing ng zone 4 and 5 talaga yung mga butas ng most of the teams kasi hindi na e-expect yun na aabot yung palo nila sa attack line lang.
Now we have Mikel Mendoza, their team captain, serving for the Stags. Fajardo pushes that, and that is good for Fajardo.
Fajardo has actually been showing consistent sets throughout the season. He's now ranked 4th in the best setters lineup.
Now a serve from CSB. Arano goes to Martin. That combination once again. Martin has been delivering points for his team. Back to back for Mark Martin. The score is 11-7 in favor of the Blazers. They need more of that from Martin or other teammates. That time, it's outside for the Blazers and a free point for the Stags.
That was too strong of a be-quick attack coming from the Kulan.
Martin serving. Pardo. They wanted the combination play. Now, that was Villamor.
Looks like San Sebastian took advantage of that miscommunication play coming from CSB. And they scoring 9-11.
A quick comeback here from the Stags just after first technical timeout. 2 puntos na lang inahabol nila dito. Fajardo will go to Aguilar. That was the combination play that they wanted but still wasn't able to convert.
That was a great block coming from Sebastian's number 13, Binondo. Di niya pinalagpas yung palo ni Aguilar.
Aguilar was rejected by the Stags. 1 puntos na lang. Fajardo once again, and that time it works. Bumawi si Aguilar.
That was the play they were looking for the whole time. Yun yung B quick na may papatong na dos.
Now we're looking at Jericho Fajardo serving for CSB. Anna, you've been a player for how many years again?
As long as I can remember.
Almost your whole life. And so, how important is it to yung mga ganun to keep trying a certain play until it works?
Well, it can only work din naman to a certain extent kasi nababasa na rin minsan yun ng kalaban. Siyempre, before the games, your opponents will scout you and they're trying to read yung mga plays na ibibigay mo.
Of course, if you just joined us here, I am with Ana Gopico, former Ateneo Blue Eagle and a professional athlete. That was an attack error from CSB. We're now at 12 apiece here. Such a quick comeback from the Stags. They were down 5 just a little while ago.
That was almost another miscommunication from CSB, but they made it work.
And that was from Guani, who made sure na they will convert in that sequence. 13-12 here in favor of CSB. Great serve, Arano. to Villamor, and Villamor puts it away and scores one more time for the Stags. Let's take a look at it.
Looks like naiwan niya yung blockers and found that perfect opening in that zone 5.
Beautiful attack here by the Stags. Fajardo wanted to give it to his middle, but there was a miscommunication there.
That was actually a good effort coming from Fajardo, but hindi rin yata na-expect ng middle blocker niya yun.
Now, this is Binondo with a service error and another point here for the Blazers. Medyo palitan tayo ng puntos in our set number 1. This is a classification game between the San Sebastian College of Recoleto Stags and the CSB Blazers.
Napakadikit ng laban, Sydney.
But both teams with great energy. If you are here inside the Paco Arena, they're very vocal. And
Napakabilis ng mga plays
napakabilis
din.
ng mga plays. Now the Stags are up by 1. Fajardo to Guani. That is good.
Kitang-kita mo yung energy and yung ayan, yung coming from that patong play. Naiwan nila yung blockers ng San Sebastian.
Now we're at a tie game here, 15 apiece. Arano back set, rejected by CSB. Now the Blazers, as we take a look at that beautiful block by CSB, they take us to our technical timeout in set number 1. We will be right back for the view. Our courtside reporter Sara Asido mentioned that these are two young teams looking for improvements and experiences just in time for their season, most probably next year, right, Anna? And so this is very important chance for them to find the perfect mix of their players inside the court, as that one is an attack error.
That was a net violation.
A net violation from the Stags. And so, although they are still looking to get more wins here, especially for the Stags, it's still the chemistry that they're working on inside the court, as that beautiful attack by the Stags. Let's take a look at it.
We can also see that Martin is actually not of like the high, yung pinaka mataas na player sa team nila, no? Pero grabe pa din yung leap nila, katulad lang ng open spiker din ng CSB na si Haboli.
That's something that we can always expect in a men's game. And that is an amazing kill block by the Stags. We're back at a tie game here, 17 apiece. Mark Martin, who has been delivering points in set number 1. That great serve. Fajardo will go to the middle. And James Lagied wanted that one. And that was a great...
that was a short running attack from Lagied.
Great celebration from him as well. He really enjoyed that one. Martin will try. And
that was a long attack coming from Martin.
Martin finds the line and still scores for the Stags.
Ang ganda ng buwelo niya doon kahit na medyo malayo na yung set sa kanya. Ginawan lang niya ng paraan, inalagaan niya, and put it in the corner shot.
Fajardo to Aguilar. Aguilar tried to push, and that's enough to take a point. 19-18 here in favor of the Blazers.
Pinadaan ni Aguilar yung drop ball niya through the blockers, making that a point, bringing them 19-18 in this set.
James Laggett serving for CSB. Arano chooses Martin one more time. It was Doug. Aguilar. But that was straight to the net.
We can see that our left spiker had a hard time converting that offset into a point.
So, kanina nakalamang ang Blazers ng 5. But so far, it's been a tight game.
19-19 from both teams.
Free ball for CSB. They will set up for their teammate. And that is good for Kyle Villamor.
He took advantage sa mga inconsistencies ng CSB, and look at that spike.
Great effort by the Stags for that score. Pero, service error. No team is pulling away.
I think both teams have to take advantage of the errors ng kalaban dahil hindi natin alam kung na kanino yung momentum. Parang maganda yung palitan ng points.
Arana to Villamor, but was Doug. Aguilar will set up a teammate. Dumaran back to his teammate once again. Fajardo now chooses Aguilar. Tries to push. Still not that time. Villamor once again. Ball is still alive. Nagkatinginan ng Stags. Free ball for CSB. Now that is good for George Guani. 21-20 in favor of the Blazers. The Stags want to talk. Let's listen in.
Patapos na tayo, saka ka pa nalilito. Dapat nga inaagaw mo yung second ball eh. Chance ball yun eh. 90% dapat score na natin eh. Hahayaan mo kay ano. Kailan ba kuha ng second ball yan? Never naman nag-set yan eh. Ikaw yung setter eh. Dapat nakikiagaw ka dyan eh. Ikaw nga dapat ang unang-unang hahawak ng second ball eh. Doon na mag-experiment. Doon na tayo sa pinakamalakas. Choy, pasukan mo ng maigi. Makakuha ka man lang ng block. Single block. Single block.
And that was Coach Clint Malazo. As we take a look at the last point here. That was George Guani of the Blazers. But Coach Clint Malazo was talking about chance balls and taking initiative in the second ball, Ana.
Coach Clint Malazo was giving a pep talk to his setter na dapat mas maging aggressive siya and agawin niya yung second ball sa teammates niya dahil siya nga ang setter at the only setter of their team.
But that time, it's a service ace from the main playmaker naman ng Blazers. Now they're up 22-20 here for set number 1. Trying to pull away from the Stags. Arano goes to the middle with Binondo, and that is good. Gets a score here for the Stags.
Napakadikit ng laban, Sydney. We have 21 for San Sebastian and 22 for CSB.
Elder setter John Arano serving for the Stags. Fajardo goes to Dakulan, and Ryan was able to convert 23-21.
That was a bit of a high set, pero naabot pa din ng Dakulan with his airtime, dropping the ball and making a point.
Now Arano is out while Kagang will join his squad inside the court.
Let's see what Kagang will bring for us in this match.
Great serve. Kagang sets up a teammate, and Villamor was able to put that away and gets a score for the Stags. Let's look at it one more time.
Ang lakas nung dating nung opposite spike na yon coming from Villamor.
Great spark there from Kagang, nakakapasok lang. There's also a one more substitution, Binondo out, and
Lim in.
Lim in. Cedric will serve now. Fajardo to Dakulan, and Ryan once again scores for the Blazers. And now they are at set point.
Looks like Fajardo is mixing up his sets and giving his quickers a higher set, which is actually very effective for his middle blockers.
There you go. Now they are at set point. Kagang back set to Villamor, and Villamor scores off the block.
Parang nakakatakot i-block yung mga palo ni Villamor, no? Dahil grabe yung dating tsaka yung power that we're seeing from Villamor.
One more substitution here for the Stags. Alba in, and Yape will have to sit down. Ana Gupico was talking about Kyle Villamor, and he is serving. Great serve. Fajardo back set. That was a rejection, but a score for the Blazers. Now they take set number 1 here, 25-23. Great effort by their main playmaker, Jericho Fajardo. There is some conversations here about that last point. Once again, this is our classification game between the Stags and the Blazers. The Stags are disagreeing in that last sequence, and they think that was their point, but the point will remain with the Blazers, and they will take set number 1 here, 25-23. Great effort for both teams. We will be right back for set number 2. This is the V-League, where it all started. We are still inside the Paco Arena for the classification game between the San Sebastian College of Recoleto Stags and the CSB Blazers. And CSB takes set number 1 here. Let's take a look at the set highlights. Anna, you've been mentioning it's an exciting one. Dikit ang laban after the first technical timeout. But what's your main takeaway from that set number 1?
Well, San Sebastian has their main go-to spikers, Villamor and Martin, but it looks like ang lamang ng CSB sa kanila is they have a more scattered play where they have plays na be quick patong, running patong, lahat ng patong, and giving us 15 attack points for CSB while San Sebastian has 14, and San Sebastian has 2 blocks while CSB has only 1. And San Sebastian has 0 aces while CSB has 2, and both teams have 7 opponent errors. So, nagkalamangan lang din sa service aces and attacks by 1 to 2 points.
Great variations nga ang pinapakita ng Blazers dito, but it's also a potential concern for both teams ang kanilang mga errors so far, Ana. But it's the CSB Blazers who were able to maximize that and take set number 1 here. This is our game number 4 for our Sunday quadruple header here at the vleague. You can watch us on Facebook or via our website, vleague.ph. My name is Sydney Crespo together with Ana Gopico and Sara Asido from courtside.
Alam mo, especially Sydney, no, dahil nga napakadikit ng laban, and the moment that the team creates an unforced error, mayroon chance sila agad na binibigay to their opponent na makuha yung momentum nila for the set.
Welcome to set number 2 of our game number 4 here at the vleague. And that was a great serve by the Stags, but also an amazing attack by the Blazers, and they're enjoying every score here. That was the Kulan
with the middle attack. Actually, ang laki ng tiwala ng setter niya kanina, si Fajardo. Parang regardless of he was making mistakes or not, he's still given the chance to create points and attacks for College of St. Benilde.
Haboli still attacks that one. Kagang to his teammate. Now Martin from the back row, but too strong, and a score for CSB.
Looks like we're seeing na Martin getting dismayed by his first attack.
Arnel Aguilar, the great serve. Free ball. Now they will attack once again, and that is good for George Guani.
That was a great opposite attack. Let's look at that again. Ang ganda ng buwelo. 1 blocker, and it goes to zone 2 of San Sebastian.
Nakaka-enjoy panoorin yung mga celebration ng Blazers dito kada point if our viewers are seeing it.
They're really trying to gain their momentum kasi minsan when you're very energetic, you actually drown out your opponent, creating parang may disconnect or parang a lead with
Very
your
good
attitude.
insight there by Ana Gopico. Now CSB is up 4-0, make that 5-0 as Stags suffer an attack error here.
Dahil I think volleyball, as much as it's a very skillful game, labanan ng skills yun, it's also a mental game for everybody.
Definitely. Now, that snaps the momentum or the streak of the Blazers. Sa service error na yon. There's setter Kagang now serving for the Stags. Fajardo will go to Guani once again, and Guani has been enjoying this game so far.
That's his second attack for this set, and napakalinis talaga ng mga palo ni Guani. Kudos to his setter for giving him a smooth, or I mean a clean attack na iiwan yung blockers ng
At
kalaban.
hindi rin sinasayang ni Guani, di ba?
Yes, exactly.
But that time, it's outside.
Hit the antenna for Haboli.
Now, another score for the Stags. So there are 2 points here so far ay galing lamang sa errors ng CSB. Hindi pa sila nakaka-convert dito.
But I hope they will not rely on the opponent's errors and make wonderful attacks themselves.
Now they will try to attack. It was a great dig. Who will they set up? Was rejected once again. Martin with a free ball. Fajardo goes to James Lagit and scores from the middle.
That was a quick attack. Kinabig lang niya papunta sa front row sa first line, converting that attack into a point.
They're up here by 5 points. Talking about the Blazers with 7-2. Stags attack, great dig. Dumaran gives it to his teammate, but that's too low for Guani.
Yes, it was an offset and medyo nasa kaliwang side ni Guani and he's a right-handed attacker, so nahirapan siya doon.
Kyle Villamor with a serve. Fajardo will go to Haboli. Haboli pushes it. That's good enough to get a score and take us to the first technical timeout in set number 2. Our score here is 8-3 as we take a look at that very smart move by Leonard Haboli. We will be right back for the vleague. This is where it all started. We are still inside the Paco Arena for game number 4 sa ating Sunday quadruple header. And to give us more stories, we have our courtside reporter, Sara Asido. Sara?
Ronnie Advento won't be playing today because of the knee injury he got during their game against UP. And it's Job Haboli who's taking his place. Ronnie also had his test and results will be out tomorrow. For those who are looking for Joshua Espanida, ipapahinga muna siya ni Coach Clint ngayon. Sumasakit anya ang tuhod nito at nahihirapan kapag tumatalon. Sydney and Anna?
Thank you so much for that update, Sarah. So 2 key players for both teams are out. Anna, what could be the implication of those players not being able to join inside the court?
Thank you, Sarah, for answering my question earlier kung nasan ba si Espenida since he's been a top scorer for San Sebastian. But on CSB side, having their captain on the bench, let's see if meron bang effect yun sa leadership kung maapektuhan ba yung teammates niya na wala yung leader nila in the court.
As Martin puts it away one more time for the Stags here. They are trailing by 5 points in set number 2. Joshua Espenida is out due to some pain in his knee. That's for the Stags. Meanwhile, Adviento has a knee injury. Another score for the Blazers, 10-4.
That was a quick attack coming from James Lagit. CSB is showing us that kaya natin to para sa ating team captain.
Free ball for the Blazers. Fajardo goes to Ryan Dakulan and dunks it. Another score for the Blazers, 11-4 here. Let's take a look at it one more time.
It looks like CSB's middle blockers are very effective for today's match. Showing their setter that tama lang na pinagkatiwalaan mo kami with that set.
The attackers are able to convert. But that time, maganda rin ang napakita ng Baste.
With a middle attack. And that was a long ball. Actually, pag middle ako, madalas yung ginagawa ko, tina-target ko na lang talaga yung corners kasi wala talagang tao dun eh. So that's an easy point for the team.
While Aguilar was rejected by the Stags, Kagang with that great effort. But thank you so much for the advice, Ana Gupiko, sa mga nanonood ngayon at nakikinig mga middle attacker, blockers natin dyan.
Another smart play coming from CSB's Guani. Let's see what San Sebastian will do to keep up and catch up with that lead, that 6-point lead.
So the Blazers are able to pull away earlier this time in set number 2. They took set number 1 if you just joined us. Martin tries to attack but was dug. Aguilar this time. Great dig as well. Martin one more time. And that is good. Scores off the block.
That was a block out coming from Martin dahil nalulunod na siya dahil yung blockers niya napaka-solid in front of him. So he had to, yung diskarte niya lumalabas with that off-block spike.
That's Mark Martin. Also with that great serve.
Smartin.
Fajardo with that combination play, and Guani puts it away. He didn't want to waste any set by Fajardo.
That was a really strong attack. Block out, nandun sa labas na ng court.
Boy pang bola. Free ball for the Blazers. Fajardo to Haboli. And Haboli with that smart move.
Parang ano na to competition na to ng wits and smarts.
Correct. Kala ko pataasan rin ng talon eh.
Dahil coming from the same height sila, no? Pero yung talon nila napakataas din.
Highlight worthy there for Haboli. Now Fajardo will give it back to him. Kagang to Villamor but was dug.
That was
The
a
ball
good
is
save.
still alive.
Great save by Aguilar.
Kagang will go to Villamor. Still alive, but hindi nila na ibalik.
That was
sa
such a
Blazers.
wonderful play coming from both teams. Ayaw magpatalo. Buwis buhay yung mga saves na pinakita sa atin ni Aguilar and ni Martin.
CSB here up 15-7, but don't be fooled because both teams are really giving all their hearts in every play. No, nakikita nga na talagang hinahabol pa nila yung mga bola kahit na this is a classification game. This is still a very important one for both teams. This is their second technical timeout here in set number 2. We will be right back. We're still inside the Paco Arena and CSB is taking control of this game. Tingnan natin ang save dito kanina.
Mga buwis buhay saves coming from Villamor and Aguilar.
Mga buwis buhay saves. Quote-unquote. Ana Gopico. Goes to show na they are not taking this game lightly and they want this win. That goes for both teams. Great serve by the Blazers. Now they're up by 10 points. Very, very comfortable lead for set number 2. We have a substitution here.
We have Alba for Villamor for that open spiker position.
Anna, so far, what do you think has been working for the Blazers for them to be able to get a lead by this much, 10 points?
Well, I think what's working for them are their attacks on how hindi naman kailangan power na power yung mga palo. Very smart at madiskarte yung mga galaw nila. And it's really working for them. Let's see later how much attacks contributed to their set.
But there was a service error a while ago from the Blazers. Let's see if the Stags can maximize that one. Haboli with that attack. Ball is still alive. Stags this time. Doug. Fajardo. It's CSB adjusted. Fajardo goes to the middle with the Kulan, and that is good and scores after that mini rally. 18-8 here.
That was another drop ball na napakabilis coming from CSB.
More substitutions here. Yape will sit down while Dugan will come in for Coach Clin Malazo. Good serve. Kagang.
Looks like CSB's middle blockers are actually very efficient in today's set. Look at that block. At walang nakakita noon coming from CSB, SSC support coverage.
Christian Alba with an attempt. Pero the blockers were smart also on the side of CSB. Miscommunication on who will attack. And another score, or another point here for the Blazers, 20-8.
Looks like CSB is blazing with a 12-point lead from San Sebastian College of Recoletos.
Meanwhile, they will go back, or the Stags will go back with their starting setter in John Arano. Arano will give it to Alba. Doug. Fajardo to the middle. Now free ball for CSB. Fajardo once again for James Laggett. And scores for the Blazers here, 21-8. All smiles here on the side of the Blazers.
It looks like hindi makabuelo yung San Sebastian with their attacks dahil sa solid first line of defense of St. Benilde.
Now Arano. Aguilar sets up Haboli. Doug. Dugan to Alba. But
Looks like Alba had a hard time trying to adjust with that set dahil masyado nang pasok sa loob, but he still tried to spike it, making it an error on his side.
so the Blazers are able to maximize the miscommunication and miscues on the side of the Stags. Now they're up 22-8. Martin tries to attack. Fajardo to Haboli. Adjusted mid-air and scores 23-8.
Parang huling-huli talaga ng CSB yung defense, floor defense ng San Sebastian. Another drop ball coming from Haboli.
Very smart move by Haboli, and the Blazers are enjoying this set. The difference of this set from set number 1 ay hindi na nakahabol after the first or the second technical timeout ang Stags. So they have a steady lead here. And they could close the set number 2 because now they're at set point 24-8.
We still have the Kulan serving for us. It's almost more than 5 points that he's been serving for us.
Now Arano will go to Alba. That time it works.
And that was the spike that they're looking for to break CSB's momentum.
Let's see if that attack from Alba will start a spark here for the Stags. Fajardo goes to Lagit. The ball is still alive. Fajardo to Haboli this time, and he is rejected. A block point here for Dugan.
That was a great blocking defense coming from San Sebastian. And it looks like CSB has to mix up their play dahil lahat ay nababasa na. But we have a service error coming from San Sebastian, closing off second set.
That
For
is
CSB.
another error from the Stags. Now CSB takes set number 1 and set number 2. This time the score is 25-10. This is the vleague. We'll be right back for set number 3. Still inside the Paco Arena for vleague Challenge Cup. CSB is up 2-0 here versus the San Sebastian College of Recoletos. As we take a look at the set number 2 highlights. Anna, what has been working for the CSB Blazers in the last 2 sets? At ano ba ang dapat pang ipakita ng Stags dito?
Well, CSB was blazing with that middle blockers, and all of their attackers were really working for them. At hindi talaga nila hinahayaan na bumagsak lang yung bola. Also, I think CSB just has it together. Everything that they do was working, giving us 14 attack points, and SSC only has 5, while CSB has 3 blocks and SSC has 2. CSB also has 1 service ace and 7 opponent errors coming from SSC, and they only have 3 opponent errors ang SSC coming from CSB. So we also saw that the CSB Blazers has lessened their opponent's errors for the second set.
So the Blazers were able to address their errors from set 1 to improving it in set 2, minimizing it. Pero ganun pa rin sa kupunan ng San Sebastian College of Recoletos. So that was set number 2. This is our set 3 here for our game number 4. Once again, this is our classification game for the Stags and the Blazers. My name is Sydney Crespo together with Ana Gopico and Sara Asido. You can watch us on Facebook or via our website, vleague.ph, as their main playmaker, Jericho Fajardo, takes the first score here after that service ace.
He's showing us that he's not only a good playmaker, but also a scorer for his wonderful service aces.
Arano sets up Alba, and that is good for Alba.
That was a great open attack coming from Alba, giving us the first point for Baste Stags.
Now we are seeing smiles from Alba just a while ago. There was some frustrations after errors in set 2. But CSB puts that away and gets another point here, 2-1.
Yes, Aguilar put an end to that smile with that opposite attack. And we also
Now,
have Aguilar serving for us.
great serve. Arano goes to his middle. Now Fajardo to Haboli, but he was unable to convert. He has a plan but wasn't able to execute.
Looks like sumobra sa kaliwa niya yung set na yon and he wasn't able to drop it accordingly to how he wanted it to.
Now we have a tie game here, 2 apiece for the Stags and the Blazers. This is our set number 3. Fajardo, back set, and Guani puts it away one more time for the Blazers.
Guani has been a very reliable opposite spiker for the Blazers.
Very consistent so far, both in scoring and celebrations.
Yes, we need that energy.
Great energy here for our last game in our Sunday quadruple header. Stags will attack and Stags will score.
And that was an opposite attack coming from
Cedric Lim.
yun yung long ball na mahirap kunin kasi check ball na rin siya eh. So nahirapan yung middle blocker ng CSB to get that defense.
Arano. Fajardo backs it again to Guani. Great dig. He gave it to Lim but was dug. Dumaran to Guani one more time. Buhay pa ang bola. Arano gives it back to Lim. They need to send it over. Fajardo goes to Haboli and Haboli through the blockers and scores.
He was just waiting for that perfect moment, that perfect timing.
Let's take a look at it. He's been waiting for a chance and he made sure that he will use it wisely.
We have 3 points for San Sebastian and 4 for CSB.
Make that a tie game as Guani makes a service error here.
And
4 and 4.
It also looks like San Sebastian is gaining their energy back, the energy that they lost in the second set to fight.
Pardo to Guani was rejected. Pardo to Haboli this time. Still dug.
Another buwis buhay save.
Free ball for CSB. Fajardo chooses his middle. And that is too strong from James Lagid. Now, after the second set, the Stags are finally up here, 5-4. Back set to Guani.
Let's see if kaya nilang i-maintain yung lead na yan. But looks like CSB is still fighting at ayaw nila magpalamang at there goes a buwis buhay save. That was really very buwis.
The Stags were trying to save that powerful attack from Guani. Of
We
course,
have our
they always
libero.
have good intentions. Let's take a look at it one more time. So
We
that
have
was
Leal.
Leal.
Trying to save that second ball. But yun yung mahirap sa mga buwis buhay save, Sydney. Talagang nakakabuwis talaga ng iyong physical health yung mga ganyang saves.
Let's see if ever Leal is okay or will get an update from Sara Asido for sure later on. But the Blazers here are up once again, 6-5. Naibawi na nila agad ang lamang ng Stags as
And
Haboli sends that straight to the net.
we also have Bihag subbing in for Leal, but now we have, all right, looks like we'll have Bihag on the court for now while Leal recovers for a bit.
That serve is too strong and sails out. The Blazers are approaching another technical timeout here for set number 3. As our score is 7-6.
Let's see if bibitawan ng San Sebastian yung momentum that they built up.
Arano with that 1-2 play. Aguilar. Arano will give it to Alba. But there is an error for touches from the Stags, and the Blazers will take us to the first technical timeout here in set number 3. This is the V. CSB takes control here and takes us to the first technical timeout. Let's listen to our courtside reporter, Sara Asido.
Para sa St. Benilde, importante ang tamang galaw sa loob ng court. Hindi basta ang manalo lang. Each game, they're making sure that they're not just playing but also learning. Dito nga sa vleague, hindi man sila nakaipon ng maraming panalo pero yung kumpiyansa nakuha nila. Sabi nga ni Christian Aguilar, kung gusto mo matuto, hindi ka hihinto. At sa pagpapatuloy mo, dun mo makikita na umaangat na ang laro mo. At eto nga ang ginagawa ni Christian ngayon. Sydney and Anna.
Thank you so much, Sara Asido. She was talking about Christian Aguilar of the CSB Blazers. And the Blazers are up here by 2. Make that 3.
That was very inspiring coming from Aguilar.
Let's take a look at it one more time. Amazing block here by the Blazers. They're up 9-6, set number 3. Arano chooses Alba again, and Alba puts it away. Make sure it's worth it.
Bumabawi na yung San Sebastian with their attacks that were a bit missing nung second set. Hopefully they can maintain it and keep it up as they fight for their points.
Fajardo to Arnel Aguilar, and Aguilar scores for CSB as we take a look at the replay.
Hindi nakita ng San Sebastian blockers yun, especially since he's a left-handed spiker, which is a bit harder for blockers to read.
Arano to Aguilar. Arano to Alba again. Still doesn't work. From the back row. Arano back set. Fajardo chooses Guani again and scores. But a powerful attack by Georgie Guani.
Coming from puro drop balls, binanata ni Guani ng palo. Ang San
Definitely.
Sebastian.
He took the challenge to hit that
Sabi
with
niya,
all
tama
his
na.
power.
Tama ng drop ball. Ito na.
Now, Stags here will try, but a free ball supposedly, but that's outside. And another score here for CSB. Lumalamang na ulit sila ng malaki dito. 12-7.
Looks like San Sebastian has to regroup. It seems that they were also affected dun sa pagkawala ng kanilang main libero.
Stags were blocked. Alba tries. Ball still alive. Aguilar will try. Alba again. Blockers were still there. Alba will try one more time. Fajardo to his middle. Ryan Daculan puts it away. And they love that.
That was a very great short running attack from Daculan. Kitang-kita natin yung chemistry ng setters setter ng CSB and his middle blockers.
Another outside spike from the Stags, free point for CSB. We have a substitution here. Alba out, Villamor is back for the Stags.
Let's see what Villamor will bring for us in the third set.
We're looking at the main playmaker of the Blazers, Jericho Fajardo serving. Arano chooses Villamor. Fajardo to Haboli from the back row. Arano back to Villamor. Arano still back to Villamor. Now free ball for CSB. Aguilar still finds a way to score.
That was a down the line attack coming from Aguilar. There you go, hindi nakuha ng San Sebastian yung spike na yon. But I'd also like to commend how hindi pinalagpas ng first line of defense ng CSB yung mga palo ng San Sebastian.
Arana wanted the combination play. Fajardo to Guani. Arana will choose Dugan. Fajardo back set, but that's an error.
That was a lifting error coming from Fajardo. Dahil pinilit niya ibigay sa opposite spiker niya yung receive na yon, pero masyado nang malayo.
There you go. Now our score is 15-8 here. Fajardo to his teammate Arnel Aguilar. But
looks like hindi siya nakabuelo. He was nabantayan na siya ng blockers ng San Sebastian.
At sa sobrang lakas nun ay tinamaan tayo dito sa ating table. But our score is 15-10 here in favor still of the College of St. Benilde Blazers. Let's see if the Stags can still come back. But for now, it's the CSB Blazers who will take us once again to a technical timeout. Their score is 16-10. This is our set number 3 of the video. We are still inside the Paco Arena for a vleague Challenge Cup. This is a classification game between the San Sebastian College of Recoleto Stags and the CSB Blazers. CSB is up 2-0, and they are also up here by 6 points versus the Stags. The Stags hasn't won a game here in our vleague Challenge Cup. That's why they came in here wanting to get a win to close out the season, but the Blazers have been taking control of this game. Aguilar with that service ace. Now their lead is 7 points here.
But we can also see that the San Sebastian College of Recoletos has been fighting. Hindi nila hinahayaan na makuha lang ng CSB yung point without a fight.
I agree, no, because we have been getting like mini runs here as the Stags takes a score.
Yes, lumalaban din sila na yung palo nila, pinapakitaan din nila na may tindig yung palo nila.
Now that's a great serve. Free ball for the Stags. Cedric Lim tries. Fajardo goes to Haboli. And that time it's outside, and another score here for the Stags.
And that was 2 cross of a spike coming from Haboli.
Now the lead is just by 5 points. Talagang hindi rin magpapatalo ang Stags. Haboli is rejected.
Dugan giving us a solid single block.
Now the lead is just down by 4 points.
Let's see if San Sebastian can actually catch up and gain, not lose their momentum.
There's some miscue there from the Blazers. Guani will try. It's Doug. Back set. Haboli will attack. And the Stags with that successful sequence.
That spike went through the blockers. Nabasag yung blockers ng CSB ni Lim.
Cedric Lim now successful with that one, making the lead just 3 points for the Blazers. They still have a chance here. Guani didn't want that to happen and gets another point here for the Blazers, 18-14.
We also have Liel back on the court for their defense.
Now, they wanted to make sure this time that they will get the chance to take the set. They call a timeout. Let's listen in.
Kaya nyo, skills nyo, kaya ba ng isip nyo? Andihan. Hindi na akong manalo o matalo to. Kung kaya nyo ba, kaya nyo bang i-overcome yung mga ganyan, lamang yung kalaban. Ha? Tayo ang opensa, kailangan umpisahan natin ng opensa para makakuha ng momentum. Baka sakali mahabol natin. Apat yan, hindi pa tayo, target na natin yung 25, hindi yung makuha yung lamang, yung 25 na target natin. Ha?
Kaya na.
May challenge si Coach Clint Malazo para sa kanyang Stags dito sa game na ito. It's not about the win, but trying to prove na they're able to convert points at meron silang communication, diba? But Anna, what did you get also from that timeout?
I think their coach was trying to tell them na kailangan nilang i-overcome yung mga lamang, yung malalaking lamang ng kalaban dahil at the end of it, it's also a mind game that hindi tayo magpapaapi lang at magpapaiwan.
That was a great save from the Stags, but also the Blazers maximized that one and scores 19-14.
We have Dakulan again serving for us. Kanina nung second set, he brought us around 5 to 6 points na he was
Fajardo
serving.
to Haboli scores off the block. 20-14. Let's take a look at it one more time.
And that was a down the line spike coming from Haboli, which went through the block, making it a checkout point.
Lot of power from Haboli and a service ace with the help of the net. Nagulat na lang ang Stags doon. 21-14 here. The Blazers are approaching a match point. They can close this out. If hindi na, hindi sila magkakaroon ng errors. You know, they also have some errors here in the previous sets. Arano to Dugan. And that's another score.
That was
of Guani.
a very solid block. Looks like hindi makabuelo ang San Sebastian with their attacks. We have a sub in, Gabuyan in, Haboli out. Let's see what he can bring for us in this third set.
22-14 in favor of the Blazers. Also, they're up 2-0. Make that 23-14. 2 points away from taking their second win this season and closing this preseason with a morale-boosting win.
We have Dakulan again serving for us, giving us 2 service aces in just a span of the past 5 points.
Aguilar sets up Kabuyan. Arano goes to his teammate. Gabuyan will try to attack. Stags. Blocker was there. Gabuyan again. Another rally here. Villamor from the back row. Fajardo chooses Gabuyan. Still Doug. And that time, it's too low for Cedric Lim. And CSB takes another score here. And now they're at match point. 24-14.
We still have the Kulans serving for us in this match point. Let's see what's the outcome.
The Blazers only won against DLSU this whole preseason. If ever, it'll be their second win and they're closing the season with good vibes, diba? Now we have some substitutions. Valera, Gomez in. Giorgigoni will sit down. And the main playmaker, Jericho Fajardo, will sit down as well.
We have Binondo here serving for us for San Sebastian. Let's see if they can still catch up with that 15-24.
Blazers with the match point. Is this it? Yes! And they take this game 3-0, 25-15. A very convincing win for Coach Arnold Lanyog, Assistant Coach Jose Roque, as we take a look at that match point.
Valera off the bench, giving us that match point attack.
Great effort here by both teams. This is our classification game between the Stags and the Blazers, but it's the Blazers who will take home the last win this season. They won in 3 sets, 25-23, 25-10, and 25-15. We have our best player of the game, who is with Sara Asido. Sara, who are you with?
I'm with our best player of the game, Ryan Daculan from the CSB Blazers. Hi, Ryan. Congratulations. So, Ryan, can you share to us what have you gained from joining dito sa vleague?
First of all, first of all, ang main purpose po namin sa liga na to is experience po talaga. Kasi since day one po, 1 month pa lang kami training. And since ang mga kalaban namin, kung sobrang tagal lang nagde-training, talagang late na late kami. Kaya sabi ng coach namin, experience lang. Yung kapag laro kami ulit na may coach, may referee, tsaka yung buo talaga kami.
Ayun, so eto, Ryan, kanina may sinisigaw yung mga teammates mo eh. Baka gusto mo na silang batiin ngayon.
Babatiin ko na lang yung mga relatives ko sa Canada, sa Hong Kong, and sa Alicia Isabela. Hello.
Thank you, Ryan. Congratulations. Again, that's our best player of the game, Ryan Daculan from the CSB Blazers. Now, back to the panel.
Thank you so much, Sara Asido. That was Ryan Daculan, our best player of the game. The Blazers take their second win this season and takes home the good vibes as well, Anna, after that very convincing win. What can you say from this 3-set victory by the Blazers?
Well, it looks like the Blazers really blazed up with 3 sets. I really think that their blockers were working very well. From their blocks, hindi nakabuelo yung San Sebastian with their attacks, and they were also performing with their attacks as well with their low running quick sets for CSB.
After the pandemic, the Blazers are just very happy for the opportunity to play once again a game with real coaches and then the real referees this time, and of course very competitive teams. It's the Blazers who won against the Stags in 3 sets. This is their classification game here at the 2022 vleague. On behalf of Sara Asido and Ana Gupico, my name is Sydney Crespo. This is the V-League, where it all started. Thank you so much for joining us.